uh, 12 minutes past 10 on, I guess this is Halloween Day. It's Monday, October 31st, 2022. A week before my birthday, actually. So that would mean my birthday is next Monday. Um, so I had fun yesterday. I went on this sex date yesterday. I was exhausted because I woke up at 4 and went uh, with my client on the mountain, and we went walking, and we did a little bit more than usual, and everything was starting to get sore, because I don't do it often enough. And then when I get home, the goal was just to eat and relax and take a nap or whatever. And then I get on the apps, and someone who I had spoken to maybe a couple years ago, and finally decided to go there. But I said, let me take a nap first, because I was really tired and sore, and but I couldn't sleep. Obviously, I just tried to decompress a bit, and then I took a shower, and I went. It was close to a metro or a subway, and stayed there a couple hours. So that was good. Um, I'd probably do it again, but I'm not gonna go after him because his profile is bi. That says a lot, and bi is usually a euphemism for not out of the closet. Because but it's so old, that term. It's not an issue. Well, it's not as much of an issue in theory, but it's an issue for people. And he goes off the apps at times, and he goes back on. So there's something fishy going on. If you got to constantly disengage and go back on, there's something going. There's something fishy. I just keep it on all the time. So those are like red flags for me. They're like, And I said, oh, if you want my number or whatever, and then he lightly said, we should keep the apps. I'm like, okay. So that's it's not worth it. Not worth going further, which is a shame. Actually, I'm gonna let the minoxidil soak. It's a little crunchy from the conditioner. I washed my hair again. I've been washing it more often. I like it, but I'm gonna use some leave-in stuff after to kind of smooth it all out properly. Because if I keep combing it, I'll break my hair. But anyways, I had a good time. I'd do it again. I guess I had a good time because I don't get much of it. You know what I mean? Because of me being picky and not much there. So you got to keep moving on. Was it worth it? I mean, it is for what it is. I don't see anything further than it. I'm not angry about it. I made conscious decision to go, and I had a good time, and just leave it at that. Just keep it moving. So that's kind of good in my on my end. That I'm able to do that. You know, who knows? Maybe he's just psychopathic. You know what I mean? I don't know him. Yep. Still cleaned the countertop. I'm sore all over from the walk yesterday and then the extra work yesterday. Have the extra fun. And I woke up. I went to bed around 1, I think. I actually went to buy Doritos chips and soda and realized that, it was to soothe me. I was feeling, I guess, a little anxious after that whole situation. Leaving there, then feeling like, I guess it got to me a bit. And then I left around 8:30, and it wasn't time enough to go get food. And I said, "Oh, I'll just go buy chips." So I'm being slack, but I know why I'm being slack. But it's still a shame. I'm not hard on myself about it. I'm not going to my drawing workshop, that's for sure. Or my drawing therapy. I'm too sore, and it's not worth it for me. I might not do anything. I don't know. Because I need to go get photocopies of evaluation sheets for CPR. I have today or tomorrow to do it. When I'm sore like this, I gotta kind of do nothing. I might do some exercises for the upper body, and some stretches, and work on my CPR lesson plan. Well, I'm working on going over the whole portal a little bit at a time. There's so many things I need to do, and I have it all written down. But then it goes to how I feel and what I think I can get accomplished without digging more into my energy reserves and whatever. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't shut off the wire last night. Still gotta clean up a bit. Now, also, I gotta remember that waking up later than I usually do and going to bed later also makes me groggy and tired like that. But as you've seen from all the videos, I'm not on. I'm never on. I have no consistency. So, and it's always hard to tell what it's from. Is it from doing too much work and I'm in exercise that I'm not used to and I'm all sore? Yeah. Is it from staying up? I woke up the day before yesterday. I woke up at 4, already tired. And then going to bed at 1, so it's almost 24 hours without sleep, even with that little attempt of a nap. Yeah. Is it from just being depressed in general? Yeah. Um, so it's hard to pinpoint one thing. Oh, we got a lot of rice in here. I don't know. I'm never going to pinpoint the exact thing, and it's not about trying to do that anyways. It's just about getting all the ducks in a row, if that's the expression. Ducks lined up in a row. And keep going. Should I cook? Well, warm up. I have my beans, and I don't want the beans to go sour, so I'm going to have them. And I have the rice, and I have some tomatoes, cut out the rotten parts, some more of the refried beans left. Dijon mustard, which I never used yet. I bought a couple weeks ago. Still a little bit of sauerkraut left. Use that. These pickled vegetables, which I haven't eaten yet, maybe I'll put some in there too, just to use it up. Pickle makes it last longer, I believe. I actually have pickles, which I won't eat yet. I forgot I have carrots and potatoes. I better eat these. So okay, I got stuff. And just put that together for breakfast. And I have a whole bunch of things on the floor next to the stove, but hopefully I won't get a mess there. But take out the cast iron skillet, which I leave, I don't clean, because it gets heated up and all the flavors get added together. And I like that. I'm not going to heat up the rice. I could add rice to it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to add. So that's a good thing, that I'm able to kind of just like whip things up. And eat decently. Take whatever I have. I like stock, like soup stock or bouillon or whatever you call it. But I like, just do something Lowry's seasoning salt. Will do fine. Quite a bit in there. Get a spoon. So I'm just, keeping it moving to prevent cleanup. Use a shirt, put it on the counter, put my stuff on it so I don't get everything so dirty. Get the beans out. This is the first time I'm doing this on this channel. I have some apples too that I gotta eat. Take an inventory of what I need to get rid of and eat, and take some of these. And just, put them in. There we go. Oh, I have some garlic. I might put some, because I don't expect to see anybody today, so I'm gonna put some garlic. Garlic's good. I don't know what it's good for. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm gonna add some garlic to it, just to add some more flavor. And just to use up what I have. It's good. And then I just take a knife. I'll take 2 potatoes. I have 2 left. I'll rinse them. So you see how this kind of transitions into something, waking up, and now I'm doing something. I'm going to cut them with my hand. So I don't need a space for a chopping board or whatever. It makes life so much easier. Just take your knife and cut it. Doesn't have to be perfect, because if it's perfect, I won't do it and I won't eat. And I saw a woman who died. She was like 103, I don't know, or 107, I don't know. On YouTube, depression cooking. It was someone's grandmother, and this grandkid was filming it. And then she was just making food that she would eat during the depression, and she would just cut it with her hand like this. I'm leaning over like this because I can't get close to the stove because I have things on the floor from underneath the bathroom sink. So I got that. Still taste it to see if it needs more seasoning because it dilutes everything, and I add more stuff. And I'll take a couple of carrots. I'll rinse them out too. Or maybe even one, I'll see. I'm gonna cut the top off because it's a little rotten. And I'm gonna cut that in there too. Oh, and it fell off, it went on the counter. So I had a whole big 2-liter jug of soda, Fanta. Had a lot of sugar in it. I didn't take the sugar free, they didn't have it. And I didn't get a caffeine riddled soda, just because I didn't want caffeine. I don't want to have the, I stopped using caffeine, except for, I guess, in the chocolates that I eat after work to kind of tide me over. But I'm not doing it for the caffeine. It just happens to have caffeine in it. But I haven't had a big intentional dose of caffeine, like pre-workout or coffee or whatever. So I didn't want to waste that time yesterday. Because your body gets used to it, you know? And then you have to up the dose, and it becomes something I don't want to engage with at the moment. So I'm a little congested still. Okay, I'm missing a little bit of room, but I could add, I'm gonna add 2 tomatoes. Now if there's a little rotten part, I'm gonna just cut it off. I showed you that quickly. It's getting a little soft, so I better use it. I'm removing that rotten part, and now I'm just gonna cut that in there. When it doesn't cut, when the knife doesn't cut as well, you know the tomatoes are getting a little sus. I'm not using the word right, but still. I'm not using the word right because tomatoes don't turn gay, but a little suspect in their ripeness. I'm putting that back. Turn on some light. So that's what I have. and I'm just going to blend that all together, let it cook, I have a cover. I'm not gonna use this. Or maybe I could add it to the rice mixture. And I have still that little bit of sauerkraut left. The vegetable, these I'm not gonna use. But I have a cover. It's not the cover for that, but I'm gonna use it. But the salt got a little diluted, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. And then when it starts to boil, then I just kind of turn the heat off, but I keep it on because I guess it's a convection oven. I don't know what you call it. Or convection stovetop or whatever. The heat's still there. It doesn't just shut off when you turn it off, unless you remove the pot from the heat source. So like if I have rice that's over boiling, I turn it off, but I also remove the pot. I move it over onto some place that's cooler because it will keep boiling. So, yeah. So I got the rice still. I'm good. And as I slowly start to loosen up, see, it's starting to boil a little bit, so then I can take this, turn it off for a bit, or sometimes even turn it low. But I'm gonna alternate. I'm gonna stay close, mix it a bit, and technically I could eat it now, because I don't care if it's soft or not. The carrots and the potatoes. Potatoes are already pretty soft to begin with. But take a little bit of rice, put the sauerkraut and the refried beans and some Dijon mustard, put it into a little thing to eat, put some of this on it, and the rest will still cook, you know? It'll be good for the whole day. So I have food for the whole day. If I'm doing that to go somewhere else, I could make that and just bring it in containers, several of these, and I have my cooler that I just put them in. So it's easy. If I need to do rice too, I'll just put this on the other burner with rice, which is on the floor here. Like I showed last time, several videos ago, I have good basmati rice from the local shop, and then I have from the grocery store the name brand President's Choice, which sucks. It's probably more processed because it has less of a nutty flavor, and yeah, not to my liking, but it was cheap. It was $20. The good version was a smaller bag, but it's $20 too. I didn't check the weight. Maybe the weights are the same, just the volume looks different. You know, deceptive marketing. Anyways, that's it.